I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals while drinking booze.
Cheers! Hi, everybody.
Oh, that was a sweet voice.
I know.
Hi.
Wait, first, I know we always talk about what we're drinking.
Yes.
But first today, I want to talk about the fact that Chelsea is an award-winning actress. Because she won an Artie.
Chelsea who?
Bears.
Oh, me. I did, yeah.
She's an award-winning actress officially now, so...
Well, I was before. This is the second one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess we just weren't friends then. I didn't know.
Oh, that's true. We're new friends. Hi.
When did you win it before?
Last year. 2 years in a row, lead actress. Boom!
I love it. Were both of them dramatic plays?
Yes!
And see, this is what you call a triple threat, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Or quadruple threat, technically.
What's
you got
quadruple?
Comedy, singing, acting, dancing.
No, I don't dance.
Oh, never mind. Triple threat.
No. No, that's the white side. I definitely don't dance. No.
So anybody who knows me knows I don't really drink like mixed drinks.
Well, first let me say this. The Artie that I won, that is for theater. And musical theater, and it's for high school and adult productions, and it's in like Solano.
Adult productions?
Yes, that's what I won. I'm in porn now.
I could have gotten a fucking Artie for that.
As you pop open here. So anyway, it's for theater productions in Solano County. I think Napa County as well. I think it's the two combined. And there were like, I think hundreds of awards that were... Well, let's say dozens. There were dozens of awards that were issued.
Well, you had two places to be that you could be. You could be at the Arties or you could be at the Emmys, and you chose the Arties.
I did. Until the Emmys call, I'm at the Arties. So,
Congratulations,
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Lead actress. I was in a play called Intimate Apparel, and I was the lead actress in that. And it was a really amazing role. I was so honored to be a part of it. And, this was just recognition. And it was nice to see my cast again and to, be awarded for something that meant so much to me.
And wear a dress and heels.
I wore a dress and heels. I was so excited. I felt so girly. I wear purple lipstick now. So that's something that I own.
See, that's the black in you.
I'm
you
so
can
excited.
get away with wearing purple lipstick. White people cannot do that.
I literally bought purple lipstick and hot pink lipstick. And I was like, one of these is going to work. What I did was I mixed them. And I am so excited. I'm never going back. I'm going to be a lipstick wearing girl now. I might not shower, but I'm putting lipstick on.
Hey, that's what people do. But then you can't kiss people because lipstick comes off.
Oh, I can kiss whoever I want. Cheers.
All right.
Oh, cheers. Speaking of.
Pizzaritas, people. Pizzaritas are a canned beverage. Normally, I like raspberries. I've tried all of them. They're really the only ones I like. But Pizzarita is new.
Wait, you say all of them. How many flavors are
there? They have like limerita, watermelonarita, raspberryta.
It's sweet because it's like a sweetened thing.
It's like a margarita made with beer, I think.
I feel like this should be mixed with vodka. You know what I mean?
I feel like you say that on a lot of our episodes that you just want to add more liquor to the liquor. I can't blame you.
I don't see anything wrong with what you're saying.
No, me neither. I feel like, we should totally do that.
Yeah.
But they're also really small cans, aren't they?
Yeah, these are what,
8 ounces, which is technically cans? A cup. We're just American, and an American, we want it super size.
Yeah, everything is just bigger.
Man, I spit a lot. I spit a lot when I talk. I'm noticing this more and more and more.
That's why we use your laptop to record. Thank you very much. So in the last episode, we talked about Chance going to his first babysitter.
How'd that pan out?
That was not like a close friend or relative, whatever. And this was somebody that's kind of like 4 degrees of separation from me. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's 18 or 19. She's a senior, I think, at Benicia High. And her parents go to my mom's church. So I've met her and hung out with her family a lot and stuff. So it's not like she was a total stranger.
Right.
But it's not like we hang out. It's not like we're going to football games or anything, you know?
Right.
So anyway, she watched Chance during trivia night when I had trivia. So it was only for, I really want to say like 3.5 hours, like something super small. And they ordered pizza. Her parents were both home the whole time. They put on Moana. They had 2 dogs. I brought a bucket of toys, you know, and like they dumped it all over the floor.
That same bucket that he hurt himself at my house on?
Yeah, why not? I'm not going to buy another one. Come on. That was a whole $1. So, I went to the house to drop him off, and I stayed for like 15 minutes to like play and get him comfortable.
Yeah.
And we all sat on the floor with toys and the dogs and hung out. And as soon as he was like cool, like walking around by himself and like couldn't handle like being with me, he's like, excuse me, Mom, I've got playing to do. Then I was like, so I'm going to like jet out of here, guys. Like just kind of ninja like, you know, like back out of here slowly.
Stealth mode.
Yeah. And I did. And I left and he didn't cry. He didn't do anything. It's like, you know, whatever. Bye, Mom. You know, and it was like at that level. And then he actually fell asleep there. I was telling her, I was like, when he gets tired, he like rubs his ears and he gets really, you know, cuddly. So you're probably going to have to hold him because he doesn't know this place. She texted me when he fell asleep and was like, he fell asleep in my bed. He is sprawled out like a starfish and he is super comfortable and he's not even moving. And I was like, great, you killed him.
Dead! Dead, that's way worse than what I did.
But he was so good. So I went back and like he was just an angel child. And I'm like, it's great. Because it just kind of opened, like, I knew nothing was going to go wrong. She's a nanny. Like, she has a job, and she's a nanny for, like, after school, like, kids and stuff. And so I knew he was going to be fine. Her parents were there. I was still in the same town as that. You know what I mean?
But
like,
it's still, it's a different avenue.
It was just terrifying because it was somebody new. That's it. And I told her, I was like, don't take this personally at all. Like, I don't think you're going to hurt my kid. But it's just me being a new mom and you being a new babysitter. It's just a little terrifying for me.
You survived it too.
And I did. I survived it. He survived it. It was great.
I need to ask a question. Were you one of those moms that like texted throughout the thing? Like, were you like,
no.
What is he eating? Did he go to the bathroom?
No.
Did he have a number 2?
The one thing that I do like is I like to get notification when like he goes to sleep. Because it's like, okay, now I know that he's going to sleep. Okay, but then I want to know how long he's sleeping, you know, because we're kind of moving from like 1 nap to 2 naps or from 2 naps to 1 nap during the day. And he's sleeping through the night now, so I want to make sure that doesn't get, you know,
messed up,
altered or anything. So knowing when he goes to sleep is really good because I want to know how many hours he's getting at night. But everything else, I know that she's going to feed him. I know that they're going to play. I know that, you know, all this stuff's going to happen. And I don't need notification for that. It's fine.
Good.
So I did text her one time during...
Oh, the truth comes out?
During trivia, I did. I texted her and I just said, did he freak out at all when I left? That's it. And she said, no, actually, he realized that you were gone. He was looking for you and kind of got worried. But then he got distracted by like a dog or a toy and was like, oh, Mom, who's she? Okay. And then went back.
You spent the rest of your night working, crying because you felt unimportant.
And then I got a picture of him sleeping. And I was like, okay. And it just put my mind at ease. And I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, we're good. We're good.
That's where technology is really cool that you can do that. You
know? So it was just two little check-ins and we were all good. And, you know, it was great. So good. Yeah. So my son he's always
officially a teenager.
He's always been like really social. Like he's a very social kid, you know, but I think it's like, that's one milestone in my life as a mom is knowing that if I leave him with someone, that he's going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like that's a milestone for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, it's not only trusting him, but it's trusting them too. It's a control. It's a release of control, which I suck at.
Right. Which is really, really hard when it comes to your kids. You know?
God, is it not, man?
So, yeah. So anyway, that's that's the update. Chance can now be at babysitters' houses.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of babysitting.
Oh, okay.
My kid decided to babysit a puppy. Which turned out to be overnight. And what actually I thought was going to be forever. And by puppy, I mean right at that point where they're pissing on everything. Cutest little guy. His name is Remy. He's next door. He's not part of the family the guy that actually lives next door. It's a family that's staying there.
Wait. Hold on a second.
The family was homeless. They're staying next door with my neighbor.
So wait. You were not here. You were not at home.
No, Danilo and I both were not here. We were on a date night because we have not seen each other in legit 2 months.
Well, first of all, let's give it up for you guys acknowledging that you needed a date night.
I did. I asked him out. Yesterday. I said, can we just together go to dinner?
I'm really glad that you guys did that.
Yeah.
Because that is more important than I think people are willing to admit.
Well,
and it's really important.
We also have the luxury of our children being old enough to be alone. That being said, I don't know why in God's green earth he would have some guy that he doesn't even know come to the door with this puppy and have this guy say, will you watch my dog for a little while? And him say, yeah. And we got home and there's piss on the floor and the dog's outside with my dog playing, loving life. They've played before.
Right.
And my kids are watching friggin' TV and playing video games.
And let me just say, so, I mean, I get it. Like, he wanted to be nice to the neighbor and say, yes, I will watch your dog, whatever, you're next door. Okay, great. And what did the guy say?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. So she ended up having the dog overnight, right?
Overnight.
Which is not a little bit. Let's all be honest. And
no.
if the dog is not fixed and the dog is not trained and is peeing all over everything, I mean, a minute feels like an hour. So it's like, but the fact is, like, your kids, it's weird because you guys weren't home. They wanted to feel like they were doing the right thing for your neighbors and, like, doing the neighborly thing. But then they took on more responsibility than they were willing to follow through with. Right. So they're watching TV while the dogs are just, like, having a field day on your rug. But now, as someone who's not involved in this situation at all, that makes me a little bit nervous because I told your kids that they could watch my son.
Yeah, correct.
So now I'm like,
I wouldn't recommend it.
So what would you guys do with my kid?
Well, I'd recommend you putting a diaper on your kid, for one. So he doesn't piss all over my damn house.
Well, lucky for you, I do that multiple times daily. So
no, I think
that'll happen.
I think what it really was is this puppy has come by the house a few times and played, and he is a really great puppy, and Gracie and he get along so well. It's so fun to see my dog in this mothering place because she, among my sister's dogs and my brother's dog, has been the puppy most of the time, and her energy is so much. Mm-hmm. And she kind of had to counter that a little bit. And, she's got a ball in her mouth and she's not chewing it to smithereens. She's holding it to try and play with this little puppy. It's adorable to watch.
Right.
Tug of war and all that. I had it on my Instagram. So cute. But that being said, and again, I had to ask both the boys, what is a little bit to you? And both of them were like, well, I figured about a half hour or so. Yeah. By the time we got home, it had already been almost 4 hours.
Oh, my God. And they weren't back at all. No sign of them. Their car was there?
The car was not there. I knocked on the door. I heard barking. I got freaked out, actually, and went to another neighbor's house who is friends with my neighbor, and ended up calling the cops, actually, because it's a school night also. And so the boys had to go to bed.
Right.
And, we had to go to bed for work. So I didn't want to deal with the dog drama because I know I was pissed. Right. First of all, it's like, who drops off their dog anyway? One. Right. Two, with a kid. And granted, I understand. My son, he's 16. He's 6'2". Like, I get it. He doesn't look like a kid.
Right.
But when I still have to remind him to shower, like, he's a kid. And until he, if he has a dog and he decides to sit and watch TV when he's babysitting a dog, I'm sorry.
Right. A puppy.
Right. And so anyway, there wasn't, and I may have exaggerated a little bit. My house wasn't like a swimming pool of piss. But to be honest with you, there's piss all over my house anyway.
I sloshed in it this morning, you guys.
I mean,
absolutely disgusting.
It was on the floor and I saw it and it was like, what is that? Oh, well, I guess Remy. And it's like, I guess.
So that you walked in and there was 4 hours of piss just sitting there in a puddle that they didn't even bother to.
The dogs were actually outside. The dogs were outside. But clearly, he was
now
inside.
this actually does bring up an interesting topic of parenting, which is like the responsibility of pets.
Oh yeah, and
Because
yeah.
that's a definite thing that happens. You know, like I want to get pets for Chance. I mean, first of all, Chance loves dogs
Very much.
more than I actually wish that he did. Because I mean, this kid,
You don't seem like much of a dog person.
I'll tolerate him. But I was pet. Okay, here's the back. Here's the back.
Yeah,
Story.
give us the back.
Is that I was
because you
petrified.
get along with my dog, but you don't ever seem very super comfortable with her.
I was petrified of dogs, like to the point of like freezing up, crying my eyes out, running in terror of dogs for, I want to say, the first 14 years of my life.
Really?
And I don't know where that came from. I think we had a dog when I was super little, and we didn't have a dog for so long that something terrified me of dogs.
Okay.
And so we're talking over a decade of my childhood development stage. I was absolutely to the utmost fear.
So, like, if you saw any type of dog walking towards you, you would cross the street.
It doesn't matter. No, I would run in fear. I would start crying. I would scream.
Oh, really?
It was really bad.
Oh, I
and
didn't know.
we're talking any dog, from Chihuahua to Great Dane.
Wow.
Any dog. I was terrified.
I assumed it was a pit bull thing because I know my dog is a pit bull. And so I don't always assume people are going to be comfortable around her because some people have issues with them. You've never been mean or anything,
No.
but I can tell that you're never super... and you know her now.
I do. And,
So
and she knows me, and she knows Chance.
She loves
and,
Chance.
And
Oh.
she's a very, very sweet dog. And she's a very sweet dog anyway, but the fact that she's a pit bull also just kind of highlights that. You know what I mean? And she's like almost restored my faith in all dogs. I mean, it's just...
That's good.
It's great. She's a phenomenal dog. But there is definitely, and I'm okay with dogs now. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my friends have dogs. Chance loves dogs. And so I'm okay with dogs now. But because there was such an ingrained fear in my psyche for so long of my childhood, there's a piece of that won't go away.
And it's
It'll
just
never
always
go away.
going to be there. Yeah.
And so it's just a little bit like, will this dog freak out? Will this dog just hate its ears being touched?
Right.
Will this dog hate its back being touched?
Right.
Is it going to bite my fucking nose off? Like
I
it's
was
just
thinking
tiny little things like that never go away.
the other day, we had Chance with my dog Gracie, and the first time I watched Chance, Gracie rolled over, which is a sign of, not dominance. What is it when you're releasing that?
Yeah,
What
it's
is that? Submission.
Yeah, I was going to say surrender.
I'm
but
like,
that's
dominance?
better.
What's the opposite of dominance? Submission. That I don't know that. Anyway.
Of course we don't know that word.
So she like rolls over on her back and she's loving him being there, and he like goes and he hugs her right away.
Mm-hmm.
But then he sees her nipple and he goes right for the nipple. Like and my dog doesn't have huge nipples, but he goes right for it, just puts his mouth on it. I'm like, no, Chance, no. Like, that's not that's not going to give you any milk. But again, there's my dog. She doesn't give a shit, She's like, whatever. She's sharing her toys with Chance. She's just like, this guy's here to play with me. And I think she just lick his face no matter what.
Yeah.
Plus, now he's mobile. So now he's dropping food everywhere. It's like treat machine. You know what I mean?
Well, and then he'll also pick up her toys, knowing that it's her toys and that she'll play tug of war with him. So he's like, oh, sweet. This is a built-in game. Yes.
It is. It's so cute.
And so they love that. Yeah. So, there is this thing in me where I love that Chance is so affectionate, because he does. He sees any dog and just like, ooh, 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 and wants to go and hug. And he hugs these dogs with every ounce of his soul.
Yeah.
Like he just puts his face on their back and he just rubs his face in their fur. He loves dogs. And so
is that the animal that you think you'll get for him?
I mean,
or? I'm
I'm not opposed to getting him a dog for sure. I should probably get a place for us to live first.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't mind. I don't mind the thought of getting him a dog. I definitely want to do my research and get the right dog and the right size and all this stuff. But I think growing up with a dog will kind of, that will be something that's very beneficial for him in the future. But I think having pets with kids is a very important skill.
Right.
Because not only does it teach them responsibility of taking care of them.
Right.
But then, and this, I don't know if this sounds messed up, but when they experience death, I feel like their first, like, brush with death or, like, experiences of knowing that death is a thing should be with a hamster or a fish or whatever, and they, you know, have created this bond with this thing.
Right.
And that should be their opening door into, oh my God, things don't last forever.
Right.
And that, you know, because if their first experience with death is with somebody that's close to them, I feel like it's harder for them to understand what that is.
I don't know. I feel like death just in general is hard to understand. I think there's many adults now that still don't get it. No one is born that doesn't die. So for me, and I am sounding super unempathetic right now, but the truth of it is no one gets out of life alive. So for me, death is something that's never been easy, but it's inevitable. So
right.
I agree with you in the sense that having it as a pet, I remember when my pets have died. I've been emotional for all of them. And definitely compared to people, it is different.
Especially if they're the reason that the pet died. I mean, I'm responsible for so many animals dying personally.
Oh shit!
Because it was my responsibility to do this.
What do you mean?
Stuff.
What did you kill?
I've killed so many.
What did you kill, Chelsea?
Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
Okay, we're gonna go into it. Here we
go.
Okay.
Chelsea the murderer.
Great. Write that down in your book. Make sure you put that on the tweet when this goes out. So, okay, so, I mean, I had a lot of pets growing up. I mean, we had birds, we had hamsters, we had cats, we had dogs, you know, all this
killed
stuff.
all of them?
Okay, hang on a second, all right? We're going in order. So we had a fish, and I killed a fish.
How did you kill the fish?
I killed the fish because when you're supposed to change its water, you put it into another bowl of water, and then you clean out the tank or
what did
the
you
fish
do?
bowl.
You just
right?
put them on the table?
So my mom had just finished washing dishes, and I didn't know that. So I fill up a bowl of piping hot, boiling water out of the faucet.
You cooked the fucking fish?
And I put the fish in there, but then I didn't realize that I had killed it. So I went through the whole process of cleaning out the bowl, had the totally clean bowl,
I can't believe it.
and then I go back and the fish is dead because the water was super hot.
Okay? Fried fish.
So I boiled that guy. I killed the hamster because I apparently left the cage open. I don't remember doing this, but I apparently left the cage open and we had a cat. And the hamster got out and was chasing the hamster all around the house while I was at school. So I came back home from school and the hamster was dead on his back with his his
claws out, his little hands.
His claws were out, and he had this look of terror on his face, and I think he literally died from fear.
Oh no!
I think it was just so that I killed that. I killed a bird because I didn't change its water and it was drinking its own pee. I killed a cat because I rolled over in my car because I was late to my job at Jamba Juice and I broke its back and it was writhing around in the street and I had to call animal control and get it to clean it out before my sister came home from middle school. It's like
I'm gonna be the first to say probably shouldn't get an animal for chance just at this point. Probably just safety is not.
If I think you should give my 16-month-old the responsibility, he'll probably be better at taking care of an animal than I will.
I'll tell you what. Either way, if my 16-year-old watches your son, you won't have to describe death that day. You can still have the luxury of buying a book and talking about it.
I got more dead animals, but we'll just leave it.
Yeah,
at that.
we gotta leave it there because now I'm feeling uncomfortable with having you in my house right now. I'm like, no, I think I don't know. I've never personally killed an animal.
That's weird.
Is it?
Okay.
You know what I've killed? Plants. I can't keep a goddamn plant alive to save my life.
I bought her a succulent, y'all.
It's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
No, we'll have to.
I bought her a succulent. You can't kill a succulent. It's meant to live in deserts. And she killed it.
Yep. But they say, if you can't keep a plant alive, then you're not going to be able to keep children alive. And every child that I've had, whether they break their lip or not, has survived.
Yeah, barely. My kid is barely alive.
No. It's all relative, I think that animals bring definitely something to their lives. And I think that, but reminding my children, especially with having this puppy, I said that right before I closed my eyes last night. I said, man, you know, I don't want to let this dog go because I know what's going to happen if we bring him to the pound. He's not going to make it. He's a pit. So I'm going to keep him or I'm going to find him a home.
Right.
And, you know, we're talking about it and we're like, we can't afford to have him right now. We just can't afford. And we can't afford the time with the puppy because that's the thing. You want to know why my dog is so good? That is so much training. She's 3 years old and we are still actively training her.
No, you guys are so good with that dog. Even on walks with this dog, everything.
When she's with your son. I utilize that opportunity as a training point for her. When else does she get around children? Not very often at all.
It's true.
My nieces, my nephews, this is moments where I take and I try to be there and train her and have her do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know. It's all active and it's all relative and it's all mandatory.
Yes.
Every day, all day.
I like every day. I think that's my favorite.
Every day,
How do you spell that?
I don't know. I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to spell.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to that. I'm an artist.
Right.
Why spell things when you can verbally express them?
Oh, that's beautiful. You
Isn't
should
it?
make shirts. don't
with a big old middle finger on the back?
Yeah. Fuck your bee.
I don't know, Charles.
I don't know. Should we promote your show one more time, or is it's gonna be too late?
This will be too late.
Oh, okay. So
if you missed me doing stand up,
she did it. She did it.
I'll post the video though for sure.
Yeah.
So if you did miss it,
Lauren was a headliner, y'all.
I'll post the video of me doing stand up.
Some people work years to become a headliner. And,
and I think that's building animosity. I'm in a play right now, The Odd Couple, female version, and one of my.
Oh wait, no. How many weeks? Is it still going to be up? Nope. So
nope.
You guys missed that too. Great,
yeah.
great.
So, but one of my
I don't know
one of
anything.
my co-performers.
Yes.
Is that what the castmates?
There it is. That's better.
Is a comedian, Greg. Shout out to Greg. Anyway, he said to me, "What do you mean you're doing Docs Lab? You're a headliner. What do you mean?" And I'm like, "It's part of a show. Like I auditioned for a show." And I got picked, but the premise of the show is someone who's never done stand-up to give it a try.
Right.
And so you could tell right off the bat he was so pissed, you know.
He was upset.
Why wouldn't you be? Well, he's been doing comedy for like 10 years or so, and he's all pissed off. Well, that's what he told me, 10 years or so. And he's so pissed off because he's had to work, just like all the other comedians too that's helped me, just like you. You gotta work.
The thing is that comedy is one of those things that people think is like you just see it and you're like, oh sweet, I can get up and talk. But there's so much work that goes into doing stand-up comedy that people don't see and don't realize. And I was talking about this with my dear friend and one of my favorite comics in the world, Miles Weber. Yeah. If you don't know Miles Weber,
hi, Miles.
Please look him up because he makes me want to be a better comic.
He and his wife and all their friends are amazing people. I just have to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got the opportunity to meet them, and that phrase I always use, good people breed good people.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
It's them. Yeah. They're the epitome of that
The
statement.
Webers.
For sure. And they're incredible people. But he makes me strive to be better at comedy, and we have really in-depth conversations whenever we hang out of how to turn this into a joke and how to turn this, because we kind of see comedy as like almost our therapy session. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
sure.
We talk about stuff that's on stage that usually people can't talk about in life because we're the ones who can. It's okay for us to do that. And so Miles and I try to figure out what that line is, what walking that fence looks like. And why did I bring this up?
Because we were talking about the fact that I just get to go and I end up headlining, and you guys had to work so hard.
Oh yeah, we did. So there's a lot of work that goes into what you don't. And Miles and I talked about how performing on stage is really the tip of the iceberg when it comes to stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? Like there's so much networking, so much emailing, so much just really behind the scenes work that you don't see that has to be.
What is on your boob?
Oh, I think that's remnants of my lip color, I think.
On your breast?
It fell off my
Oh, your lip came off. Lip.
I think it's my lip peeling from
shedding.
wearing actual human
Something.
makeup last night. My body's like rejecting it.
Like, no.
What is this?
Chapstick or nothing at all.
No. You can't wear anything but chapstick.
I love, though, how your breasts catch everything.
Yeah.
Like, you could not hide something if you wanted to.
No, I can hide
Inside.
I can hide most things.
Inside.
But yeah, the top of my breast is really just kind of a map of what I did today.
It's like you're in the car eating Cheetos. It's like, did you have Cheetos? No, I didn't eat lunch. Oh, really? Because I see a sandwich, I see Cheetos.
There's a chicken bone hanging out of your cleavage.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was so
anyway,
distracting.
So there you go, Miles.
Your breasts are very distracting.
They
anyway.
are.
They're so beautiful.
Thanks. I went to the award show last night that I won an RD for. And my boobs were out of... I almost started my thank you speech with apologizing for so much cleavage. And I was like, I should just tell them you're welcome.
Yeah, there's kids there.
You're welcome, guys. This is what grown-up bodies look like.
You should have just shown up and your speech should have just been boobs. That's it.
Good night.
And mic drop.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. So there you go.
Well, okay. I think that it's fine. I'm going up. I'm doing stand-up.
No, you already did it.
No, I didn't. That's why I was just showing you the calendar.
Oh, that's what that meant?
This week. This Friday.
Oh. This week. This
October
Friday.
6th.
Thanks. Just say things.
October 6th. I'm going up. I'm doing stand-up for the first time.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll have a video.
But you should buy tickets.
Yeah, docslabsf.com. If you are local and want to check it out, get in on that.
Yeah, it's
If
true.
I suck, there's 5 other comedians that are there that are amazing. So
5 other comics, and I think I'm doing a set, so that's 6.
Oh, 6.
I think I think I'm the 6th one.
If Chelsea isn't doing a set, she'll figure out a way to do a set.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust my way on stage. It's happening. So if you want to see us live, and actually we're talking about doing a live recording.
We are.
Yeah. So we're
but
gonna
we
do
need
that
fans
soon.
and we need reviews and we need comments and we need likes. So listen, guys, don't hesitate, right?
Right.
You know how to find us. Go ahead. Poke a friend if you want.
Oh, gross.
In the Facebook sense.
Do it.
We would really love to hear from you guys. I know we've had the last couple episodes have been a little bit personal. Not that it's not always personal, but you know, if you have a thought or a concern or a frustration or an irritation or you just want to bitch us out.
Yeah, we want to talk about that stuff because we want to know, you to know that you're not by yourself. Everybody goes through the bullshit troubles that are parenting, and so why not let us go through it with you?
Well, and we'll
that's
something else real quick before we go.
All right.
A friend of mine asked me, "So what's your podcast about or whatever?" And I said, "Well, it's more just talking about life and things that happen. You know, not every episode has to be about being a parent. The truth of it is, guys, we all have parents. So if your parent did something that's irritating, I mean, I know I've got a grandmother and my mother now is dealing with this whole other side of my grandmother that is her parent, but as an older woman and her life and juggling all this stuff. This is what this show is here for.
Right.
So, you know, if there's something you want to discuss or talk about, let us know. Shoot us an email. It's apparentpod@gmail.com.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, or hit us up on FB, Facebook, or
Twitter.
Tweet.
Yeah. We'll go through all this in just another second or two because it's...
Just holla at you girls, all right?
Do it. We love you guys.
Holla at you girls. Hasta.
Check us out individually on our websites, chelseabierce.com and lauren-kelly.com to see all the super exciting things we're up to.
And make sure that you like, follow, and share. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at It's Apparent Pod.
And if you wouldn't mind, please review us. We'd love that.
Yeah, make it count. We out.
Boom. Bye.